Welcome to Brain Wreck.
God.
I'm Jason Ash.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
It is the best way you can spend 58 minutes with two former wrestlers who aren't scumbags on
we
YouTube.
Are the best around.
Yes.
And God damn it, ain't nobody gonna keep us
nobody.
Because we are the only recipient of the YouTube Wood Award.
Show them that wood.
That's right.
That
the
sweet,
Woody
sweet,
Harrelson
sweet.
podcast.
Is my phone muted? It's muted. I'm having a week,
Top-notch quality reporting get here.
I'm having a week.
You're having a week. Well, sir, I first off, congratulations to you.
To me?
And congratulations to everybody watching. Folks, we made it through another week.
We did.
Yes.
Barely.
And everybody should be congratulated for that feat.
God, what do you do now?
What do I do?
Or just in general, what do you do?
Why do we have an exclamation point? What's happening?
What?
I don't know what's happening. Anyway, what do I do now? There's like an exclamation point on my screen.
Where?
On the top next to the live.
No?
No? Okay, just me.
Just you?
Word.
Freaking out, man. Are you sure you're not a little...
No.
Okay. Yeah.
But listen, our program didn't update. We don't... Listen, I'm sick of change. Can we stop with the change? All right? Every goddamn week we come on, the world's different, our program updates, our equipment is outdated, they come out with new shit. I can't handle it anymore.
It's... Apparently Kanye is running for president.
Motherfucker. Listen,
Like, I don't know what's going on in the world. This past week has been very strange for me. It's been a strange few days. A lot of stuff is going on. And like, I've kind of gotten to the point where like before where I was just like constantly inundating my stuff with information because like there's nothing fucking else to do but like just see what the hell's going on in the world. Now I feel like there's a lot of stuff and I'm just like
who can do it?
Okay.
Who can do it?
Who can
nobody can keep up.
Nobody can keep up. I don't listen. I know we're stuck inside, but it's still like I don't have the time to like
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
COVID.
Oh. Okay.
But anyway, yeah. And here's the thing, folks. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed. Like I feel like, for me personally, professionally, when I set my goals for 2020, I put a big emphasis on my career for this year. That was where my focus was going to be.
We both did. What assholes we are. We had hopes and dreams.
We're so dumb.
We're so fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you try? Trying is for losers.
Oh, folks, it didn't work out.
Oh my god.
I think like, okay, so here's where I'm at.
Okay.
Was very career focused, had some big goals, big dreams.
Yeah.
For 2020, literally nothing has gone my way as far as the goals go. Not a thing, not one thing, except Devil Within issue number 3.
Devil Within issue number 3
of the year, but then was just fraught with peril after that through customs and printing and all sorts of COVID wonderfulness.
It was an uphill battle.
It was an uphill battle. The goal was to try to release issue 4 this year. It hasn't even begun.
I think
we haven't started yet.
I think that's smart.
Yeah.
Obviously, with something like this, you don't want to delay the process. However, just take your time. You got time.
Yeah.
You got a lot of time. That's what I'm gonna say. You got a lot of time. It's weird because the state of mind I'm in, I'm like, there's not a lot of time left. But like, also I'm like, you got time. You know, I mean, there's you ain't going anywhere. You ain't doing anything.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I wanted to hit 4 Comic-Cons this year.
Comic-Con at home. Going on right now.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
Whatever. And then lastly was to try to advance my professional career.
Right.
And that, folks, was the only little bit of hope I had left for 2020. There was an opportunity that came up, and folks, I was lied to. I was deceived. I was bait and switched.
Oh, Jesus,
as it were. And so now we're more than halfway through the year.
The year is like, this is... Do you look at this as a glimmer of hope that the year is almost over? Or are you like, fuck, the year's almost over?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. I mean, I don't consider myself a super superstitious guy. But like, I believe in karma. I believe, that the changing of the numbers, in the new year can change your mindset. So I can give you a fresh perspective on things.
Is that what it's supposed to do?
That's what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
Little did we know we were going backwards this year, but nobody could. I'm not a fortune teller. I mean, I said I was a little superstitious. I'm not a fool. I'm not going to Madame Leota's. We're not doing that.
Madame Leota.
Yeah, fortune teller. But or psychic or whatever you wanted to call it. But anyway, so this last thing that happened. Well, actually, to get back to what you asked me, I'm excited that is going to happen. It might change the mindset of America. It might get people back in a more positive state. I wish we were a little further along when it comes to like vaccines and openings and normal and shit like that.
It would have been cool if we were like on the downward trend.
That would be dope.
That'd be dope.
Just a thought.
Yeah,
But I don't know if you heard, officially, now, it is unpatriotic to not wear a mask. I don't know if you know that or not.
Fuck everything, man. Like, I'm just so tired of it all. I'm just so tired. I'm so fucking tired, man. I am, like, I have had it. I am over it. I am done. Like...
No, it's amazing. Just had this thought, and I'm going to bring it up.
Go ahead. Okay.
Do you think my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren,
right,
when they want to know what old Pappy was like back in the day, and they turn on some brain wreck, and they watch it from start to finish, do you think this 2020 period is where they're just like, holy fuck, nobody knew what the fuck was going on? Everybody was going crazy.
I think
like this is documenting the pandemic.
Here's the thing. I truly believe like however people get their content 100 years from now, I hope that this still exists. Like, I fucking hope, because if you want to know where the state of the country was from when did we start like doing the like these episodes, like 20 fucking, and let me pull it up.
2015. It was right before the closure.
No, those episodes are gone.
Yeah. Probably for the better.
Probably for the better.
Probably for the better.
Wait a minute. Okay, hang on. Let me pull up our channel real quick, because if we have, I was doing some math because I think we've got an anniversary coming up.
Well, we got one in October.
Yeah. So coming up.
Wait, are we spending our anniversary together?
What?
In Disney?
We would be.
Oh.
Potentially. Okay, September 6th, 2017 was the first time we went live on YouTube. That was the official first episode of Brainwreck. Technically it's episode 76 in canon. So if you want to, from fall of 2017 onward, I feel like this show is the perfect depiction of where the country is throughout time.
I mean, we did go through some phases.
Because we went through phases. We saw some shit we did not expect to see. We saw some shit that we wish we hadn't seen. And like, here's the thing: we're not paid actors. We're not paid influencers. No one's paying us to do this shit. We're doing this shit out of our own fucking madness. Okay, so like this is as real gets. And I feel like 20 years from now, 50 years from now, if this still exists, like this, like I hope it blows up. It's like, good for them. They finally made it. I mean, they're dead as shit, but man, they finally made it.
Hey, no one gave a shit about Bill Shakespeare before he was in the grave. Just saying.
Oh, well. I still don't give a shit about Shakespeare. But, yeah.
People don't understand Shakespeare. That's the thing.
Shakespeare.
Like, people don't... Like, they don't understand that, like, he was trolling most of the time.
I feel like that's sort of like the rumor or the theory that like everything he was writing was just bullshit, but people are like, oh, how fucking whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, like
I don't know how
it's
people
really
talk.
a satire, by the way. For those of you that don't know, it's not a romantic play. It's a satire.
It ain't that fucking shit ain't romantic at all. That's toxic. Yeah, that's a toxic. Listen, that's a toxic relationship. Who killed themselves with poison?
Yeah, it's not.
Homeboy.
Yeah, who kills himself with poison?
Homeboy drank the poison. Wait.
Comet people?
No.
The Kool-Aid?
No. Wait. What did you say? What are you asking?
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Madness. This is the state of the world.
This is what we're talking about. Because 2020
nobody knows.
Listen, to my future grandchildren out there, listen, I'm sorry. The robots are running everything. The simulation's been reset. Like, it's broken, clearly.
To everybody in the future, I'm just sorry.
Do you think, okay, hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
Because it's not hypothetical because it's real. But do you think our version of the Matrix is like Windows 98?
No, I feel like it's I feel like it's more like Windows Millennium. It was kind of that What?
Windows Millennium.
Windows ME.
Oh, brother.
What?
Terrible.
I know. That's the point.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like we need a software update.
We need
some more firmware, a new driver, if you will. I know nothing about software. I just hit the auto recommend and hit go. Yes, I'll accept the cookies. I love cookies. And then yes, you can have all my information. I
have like blatantly just been like avoiding websites now because every fucking site now has like a cookies notification. It's like, we will sell your information and your search stuff if you want to use our website. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like I've actually got a VPN on my phone now. I've got a VPN on my computer. It's like I've been testing that out. And I'm at the point now too where I'm worried about updating stuff. Because like I updated my phone a few days ago. Now Chrome doesn't work. Worked fine before. Now it doesn't work. The only thing that changed was I updated my phone.
No, it's really interesting.
What?
If you were to say, out of the two of us,
okay,
who is more of a, who has the more public perception of a loon? Probably me, right?
I don't know.
But yet,
because I feel like I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
but yet you are so concerned about privacy and about not being searched or followed or anything like that. Like you've got a dark side to you that you don't usually show. Like
I feel
got a
like
paranoid.
I feel like I'm the guy in the TV show who's like, everybody else around me is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, I'm the crazy one. Like, I'm the craziest of them all because I'm trying to hold it together. And by trying to hold it together, I'm constantly, like, doing shit that goes, like, above and beyond what, like, anybody else is doing.
Yeah, so if you want to leave us a comment below who you think is crazier, I would love to know the public perception.
I would love to know. I really would.
Because I feel like I think you try to let off sort of like a more normal personality, like you're the guy with like the button-up shirt who's got the nice job and things like that, but deep down inside you're just a paranoid schizophrenic who's like worried about cookies on his computer,
probably,
and like of the government coming and doing Portland to you and like all sorts of shit.
Like government's doing Portland.
Yep.
I do think that I'm very cautious around webcams. I'll just say that.
Oh, see.
Yes.
Now I just let it all fly.
As soon as this show is over, my webcam becomes unplugged.
Oh, do you got tape over the webcam on your laptop?
Yes.
You do. See? You're a paranoid dude.
Okay, fine.
You're a paranoid dude.
Yep.
See, I'm not paranoid.
Sometimes
I know everything's bullshit. I know we're in the Matrix, so like it doesn't fucking matter.
Sometimes
they know where I am anyway because of the chip they implanted in my arm when I was 4 years old. So, see, who's crazy now?
I feel like the fact that you accept all of that and you're just like, yeah, it's normal. Right. That kind of puts you like here, like, and I'm like still a little bit above you.
You think so?
A little bit, yeah.
But here's the thing, like, I legit think that the Matrix is real and this is all not real that we live in. I don't think we ever went to the moon.
Okay, you're fucking dumb.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. You made a comment to Christy because she did not have tape on her built-in webcam.
I'm just saying, you never know.
How come we've never been back to the moon? How come?
What do we need to do on the moon?
What don't we need to do on the moon? There's not even a goddamn McDonald's on the moon.
Who's going to the moon?
There's 87 McDonald's in Manhattan. Not one on the fucking moon.
I think there's more than that.
Like, you can't tell me we went there once and was like, oh, there's just fucking rocks. We're good. And then we went home.
Listen.
Like, you could map out the moon for asteroid patterns.
The air is thin. It's covered in dirt. It's a bunch of rocks. And it's cold as hell. Why do you want to go back?
What? You've got a motherfucker who's been up in the space station for 9 months doing dick. He ain't doing fuck all. Go to the moon.
He's sending signals.
Play golf.
He's learning about space.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do? What do they do in space?
That's a real good fucking question. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what's fucked up is like I'm really interested in like space shit. I don't follow any of that stuff. And I follow NASA on Twitter. I just scroll right fucking past them.
That's the thing, man. Like, I mean, good for Elon Musk for killing that guy, putting him into the trunk of a car and shooting it off into space. But
wait, what?
That's a real thing that happened.
Wait, no, what?
Allegedly. Don't sue me.
He's coming to Austin, you know.
Is he?
Yeah. They're like today they just approved, or Tesla just agreed to like a $1 billion deal to come to bring a Tesla plant to Austin.
I should try to get a job there. Just saying.
No.
Bet they're hiring.
Anyways, so like, you know, fucking Elon killed that dude, shoved him in a fucking pocket and shot him out into space or something. I don't know, probably not real. What do they do in space? That's
well, I mean, well, that's the thing is like everybody's focused on Mars. We're gonna go to Mars. We're gonna terraform Mars, and Mars is gonna be the new fucking deal, or whatever. I guarantee you, there's some shit on the moon nobody wants us to see. Why have we never been back? We went there like once ever, supposedly. I'm on Team Andy Kaufman on this one, but I feel like
wait. If you're Team Andy Kaufman, then we did go to the moon.
No, you said we didn't go to the moon. It's all filmed in a TV studio.
Oh, I was thinking of the song.
You should read a little.
I read a lot. I read his book.
Andy Kaufman's book?
Yeah.
You wrote a book?
Well, not him. His, you know, Bob Zamunda wrote a book. It was about Andy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, enough about Andy Kaufman.
They did some fucked up shit.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, no, they did some really fucked up shit. well, Bob did some fucked up shit.
Well, whatever. Anyway, so public perception, who's crazier? Let us know in the comments.
It's probably me. I think they just see through this facade.
Terrific. So we're gonna get back. For those of you who have followed us, follow the things that we have been doing lately. We have some updates about some things that have been happening. So, I'm gonna start off by stating that as much as I complained about change, as much as I complained about, you know, things being different, I will never complain about learning something new. And God damn it, if we did not stay at the start of this year that we were going to be learning this year.
This was going to be a year for learning, yeah.
And boy, the fuck have we ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope all of America has learned quite a few lessons, that is. But I particularly learned that not only am I lactose intolerant, but apparently, apparently, folks, whey protein is made of dairy. I learned this recently.
I'm so glad we had that conversation.
Because, folks, I've been taking protein for probably more than half my life, being as somebody who likes to be active, somebody who likes to be physically fit. I was getting back in. We talked about the kettlebells, which we'll get to in a minute.
Right.
But I took some, for Father's Day, the wife and the kids got me the gold standard. Whey protein.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some. And holy fuck. I kid you not. I shit 10 times.
I don't doubt it
times.
one bit. I don't doubt it one bit. What?
And I was like, and I texted you and I said, man, I forgot how much this fucking protein like just fucking destroys me. And I thought I was everybody. I thought we were all in this together. Apparently I'm Captain Solo. Put me in the cargo hold.
I was on the floor almost during this whole ordeal. Christy's trying to work behind me, and I am like hyperventilating because I cannot breathe. It took me a moment to process it, because when you were like, wow, yeah, these fucking protein shakes, I'm like, well, wait. He's got to know, right? Maybe he knows, because I know how much you still love cheese fries.
I mean, I do love cheese fries.
And like how much you still eat ice cream, and like you still fucking eat ice cream. You still eat, and then like I thought like maybe that was the thing. Maybe you were like, you know, this is what I need to do in order to get to where I want to go. So I'm like, maybe he's putting his body through more than what he has to. And also that like maybe it's a discharge thing. Maybe he's trying to like work everything out of his system quicker. Who knows?
It's not a bad idea.
But then I was like, but what if he doesn't know? And so I had to ask. And I'm thrilled at what followed.
Yeah, folks. So in case you didn't know, learn your nursery rhymes. They're very important. They're very important because Little Miss Muffet, she was a cunt. But like when that spider came down beside her and she spilled that curds and whey, if you're a curious fellow, you're gonna look up what the fuck whey is.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's so let me ask you this then, because like those are hefty jugs of protein. Are you still taking it?
Well, here's the thing. So upon this revelation,
this revelation of sorts,
I started looking into some plant-based protein because it does exist now. We're done with the war on hemp currently, so you know we're allowed to do things.
You're
home of the free land,
brother.
Land of the brave, as it were.
Yes, it was.
But anyway, so the wife who works at a grocery store said, hey, we sell samples of the plant-based protein. And I'm like, great, because I don't want to buy a $20 jug of protein that's just going to sit on the shelf. Granted, I just got a bag of protein that's probably going to sit on the shelf because it's made of whey. But nonetheless, so she got me the plant-based protein powder.
Right.
Chocolate.
Ooh.
And
still got to get a little bit of that dairy flavor, huh?
Well, a little bit. I mean, is chocolate made out of dairy?
Chocolate has a little bit of milk in it, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about dark chocolate? Christy, what's the math on the milk and the dark chocolate? But anyway, so it was chocolate flavored, and I tried it out, and I took a sip, and boy, did it taste like wood chips.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was horrific. I mean, protein powder in general is horrific.
It's one of those things where the more you ingest it, the easier it is for it to go down. Like I've gotten to a point now where like I don't hate my protein shakes. I mean, like I do like I do, you know, I do it with water, I do it with milk, sometimes I do it with milk and coffee, get a little buzz going. Christy
you put coffee in your protein shake.
Oh dude, yeah. Totally.
Really?
So this is what you do, okay?
You can teach me. I'm not learning.
You can brew a pot over or like the night before, or like however like you don't necessarily need to do like unless you want to make iced coffee, then like brew a whole pot. But like make as much coffee as you think you're going to need. Let it sit, let it cool down, pop it in the fridge or pop it in your blender bottle, let it sit in the fridge overnight. Add a little milk. Well, you can't add milk, so maybe add some like lactate milk bullshit, whatever you have to drink.
Almond milk.
Boom, almond milk. You nailed it right there. It was right there.
Experience.
And good for you. And then you just add your scoop of protein, shake it up. You got a nice little, you know, mocha flavored protein shake. And plus, it gives you a little caffeine boost.
Thinking about it now, I probably should have mixed the plant-based protein with almond milk instead of the water that I did.
Yeah, probably.
Probably would have been a little bit better. So
protein powder and water on its own is it can be a little rough.
It's tough.
It's tough. Rough and tough.
Yeah.
Christy said that she did used to use plant-based protein and liked it. I will admit she did get a brand that when I ran out, I snagged a couple of scoops for myself.
Is this breaking news? Did she know about this?
No, she let me do it.
Okay.
At least I think. It wasn't bad. Like it was. I mean, like I've had worse whey proteins from other places.
Okay.
That tastes worse than this. But I can imagine that a lot of vegan protein powders probably taste like shit.
Yeah. So this sucked a big cock, and it was horrible.
Right.
So I decided, let me spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna put this big scoop of peanut butter in the shake, which is my go-to usually.
Yeah.
You get a little chocolate peanut butter action going. You know, it's usually you can get it down easier. It tastes worse with the peanut butter, and so I had to dump it. I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't even get through it. And so now I'm stuck in a pickle in a hard place, rocking all the things.
You might have to just power through.
I'm probably gonna have to power through.
Yeah.
Like you said, like it's sort of like it's not bulimic and it's not anorexia. What's the one where you take a bunch of laxatives? There's like a third
diarrhea
that no one ever talks about. There's a third one no one ever talks about because the big two. It's kind of like Marvel and DC, and then Image is off on the side. Whatever the Image comics of eating disorders is, that's what I'm going for.
I am at a loss. It's not anorexia. It's not bulimia.
Right. There's one where you take a bunch of laxatives. I don't know which one it is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that the whey protein is going to act like a laxative, which is going to make me lose weight on top of getting the protein nutrients that I'm looking for. Christy, what's the math on the eating disorders?
Taking
so that Kevin can be informed.
I mean, a lot of things are coming up just as laxative abuse. I'm looking it up. We have the power of the internet. We can find anything.
That's true.
Disorder, maybe? Like, I don't like.
Maybe it's not technically an eating disorder.
It's just a laxative abuse.
I guess so. Which it can do terrible things to you. Like I know, like laxatives.
Listen, don't give yourself an eating disorder. That's terrible. Okay, like
no, that's not the plan. That's not the plan.
Okay.
The plan is to take in milk when I'm not supposed to have in milk, and then it's going to clean me out.
Don't do that either.
So what am I supposed to do?
What
am I supposed to do?
Don't eat dairy. Damn it! It's simple.
Well, how am I supposed to get gains? How am I supposed to get built?
Brother, I might know a brother for you.
Well, listen, like we all know a brother.
We all know a brother. Brother, you need some of that water.
Guy.
I know a guy who might have a guy.
Who might have a guy.
Right. Yeah. Every guy has a guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm kind of stuck in this rock in a hard place, but at the same time, I'm starting to get my workouts in because I got myself 2 kettlebells.
Oh, daddy.
Here.
Oh, daddy. You getting those
resistant bands?
Yep. You getting the pump on?
Getting some pump on. I have not been able to ride the bike as much as I want to because it's been rainy as fuck here lately, which sucks. But I have been getting the lifts on. I've been losing the weight, kind of thing. Like I feel like I'm getting on the right track. Now we had discussed that one of the biggest components of me getting on the right track was fasting.
Yeah.
You had mentioned that it may be something you'd be interested in.
Yeah, I tried it.
You did?
I did.
How'd it go?
I think I'm doing the opposite of what you said to do. Dude, I've just been like stress eating for the last 3 days. And like after last week's episode, I like immediately like I closed everything down. I got up, like I immediately went to the fridge and just like started eating food. Like immediately. I will say that there was like a stretch of days though where, as you said, what, like within 8 hours you can eat whatever you want and that's it?
Yes.
Okay. So like it wasn't quite 8 hours, but it was as close as I could get.
Okay.
Because like I started going back to the gym right after work, and so it would be like, well, I would eat, like I would eat breakfast around like 8, and then I would go to the gym at like 3.
Oh, 8? 8's early, brother. You're starting too early. That's the problem.
Okay. So 8.
But anyway, yeah.
And then like I'd go to the gym at 3:30. I want to get back until like 5:30. So like dinner wouldn't be until like 6. So it's like, okay, so like I'll just eat dinner, but then like that would be it for the rest of the night.
Right.
Sunday I ate every hour pretty much that I was awake. Monday I think I also ate every hour that I was awake. And then yesterday I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. So
see, okay, all right. You got to give yourself a window. 8's too early, because if you start at 8, that means you're done by 4.
Well, I kind of have to amend things a little bit.
No, no, you don't.
Here's the thing,
no,
though.
You don't.
Yeah, but
no.
but if I start going to the gym in the morning,
right,
then I gotta eat a little bit before to get my morning.
No, you don't.
Yes, you cannot work out on an empty stomach. That's how you get stomach.
You can.
Says who says that?
You take some goddamn C4 and a 5-hour
and
energy
shit
shot.
my brains out, sir. No,
you don't have to do shit. You're ready to go. You're burning off the calories from the night before.
Okay,
that's what you got to do, brother. You're eating at 10 o'clock. You eat your breakfast at 10 o'clock. You eat your dinner before 6 o'clock. You're good. You're done. You have whatever you want in between 10 to 6. 10 to 6, 10 to 6. You're done. Hey, Christy, is that 8? I'm pretty sure that's 8.
Pretty sure it's 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because like when I come back from the gym, I get a little hungry, and then if I don't eat, I get a little hangry.
See, what I do is I have to wake up at 7:30 every morning to get ready for work, and so what I have ready for me in the morning, ready to go, is I got myself a big ass water bottle, and I've got myself a goddamn 0-calorie energy drink ready to go, because I don't do the coffee. You can do coffee if you want to do coffee, but I don't do coffee. So I got the 0-calorie energy drink ready to go, and I switch off. I do one of one, and I'm just taking them all in. I'm just taking it all, and then by the time 10 o'clock rolls around, I'm feeling ready, ready for some food. Make myself a goddamn omelet with some peppers and onions. Put some cheese on that bitch, because it's America. And there
you go.
And then I got myself an omelet. And then you know what? After doing it for a while, you don't even want snacks. You're full on that omelet. You got some protein in your belly. You're ready to go. And then lunch comes around. You grab yourself a bird's eye steam bag of vegetables. I eat that for lunch a lot.
Yeah.
And then by dinner comes town, you're ready for some Chick-fil-A, some Taco Bell, some Burger King.
Some terrible foods.
Some terrible foods, but you know what? You're getting a little bit of terrible foods, but you've eaten good all day. You're still losing the weight. Sure, you're going to have a heart attack at 45, but whatever. It's all good. It's all gravy.
I'm going to have to
doing great.
I'm going to have to eat before I go to bed tonight.
Don't do it.
It's
fucking 9:30.
It's 8:13 for me. Okay.
Okay. Well, you're bullshit Texas time. Whatever. So, what I don't understand. You need to get the app. Get the app. Try the app.
Okay.
Just try the app.
Okay.
It is the app is Zero.
What Zero?
As in Jack Skellington's dog.
Or
the number.
I don't like that movie.
One of the two. Whichever you prefer your zero as.
Zero?
Yes. I believe it's got a sunset. Some bullshit is the icon.
What's the name? It's just called Zero.
It's just called Zero.
Fasting tracker.
That's the one.
We will see. I will download it now.
Download it. Give it a shot. It's recommended by Kevin Smith, so you know it's good.
Okay. Yeah. If the good Lord Kevin says it's good, then I'll take his word for it.
Then it's all good.
Okay.
So I've been getting my workouts in.
Right.
Not taking in the protein shakes because you learn things.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I've been kind of getting like the bike in every now and then. You know, this, that, and the other thing. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I've been making use out of the kettlebells, making use out of the weights and things like that. So the search for the kettlebells has paid off in my mind, and now we are on to the next.
What's the next?
So here's the thing, folks. We live in America, and Americans are never satisfied with anything. Capitalism, materialism. Madonna sang about it. It's a whole song. So the next thing is that I want to redo my studio. My home studio, as you can see, we've got the green screen going on back here. We got some lights. I'm very disappointed in the camera setup that I've got going on.
Okay.
You know, I'm using kind of like the stock camera. I bought a fucking webcam to do these fucking streams, but you can't adjust the color settings.
It's not the best, yeah.
And it's fucking horrible. Like, it makes the green screen look teal. Like, what the fuck? It's not even close. It's not even close. It's a fucking green screen. It's green. It's green. I don't need a colorblind camera. I don't need it. So.
Okay.
I'm on the search for a better camera.
Okay.
And I got to use a camera, like a real camera lately.
Yeah.
So like I've got the itch. You know when you use like a fine piece of technology and you're like, why don't I have this technology? It's like the first time I ever tried a smartphone. Like I had a flip phone forever. I kind of resisted the smartphone
right
for a long time. But the first time I saw an app, I was like, wait, you can just go on the internet?
You can do so much with these things.
Like whenever you want?
Yeah.
And I remember the exact moment I got a smartphone. I got a smartphone, and I immediately had to go to work at the toy store.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I got it, if I did any work that day, it would have been a miracle.
Wow.
I was taking pictures. I was posting them. I'm like, look at me. I'm posting pictures.
See, that's
from
how
the toy store.
That's how all this shit started.
Yeah.
People were just infatuated. They were like, oh my God, I could take a photo. Like, yeah, you could have taken a photo for years if you had a camera. But like, now I can post it immediately. Look how wonderful this is. Fucking 10 years later, the world is in shit.
And you know what? The motherfucker who's responsible for it all is in the grave. Doesn't have to deal with any of this. Steve Jobs, you know, was like, I'm going to change the world and then peace. Deuces. I'm out.
That was his plan. Just that simple.
Well, his plan was to piggyback off of pirating music and make an empire, but like,
yeah, pretty much.
You know, plans change.
Plans change. So you okay? So you're trying to make some upgrades. You want a new camera. Do you have something in mind that you're trying to get specifically?
Well, I asked you based off a recommendation.
Yep.
Of you know what do you currently use, and you're a fan of the GoPro.
I bought a GoPro because that's what a streamer who I watched was using, and it's I find that the GoPros are also very versatile. So if I want to take it with me on like a trip or something, it's like they're meant for some more of those like adventurous type of stuff. It's really not specifically meant for like streaming and doing what we're doing. So I had to buy some like other equipment to make sure that it worked. And plus they can get a little pricey, and without the best lighting, which you can clearly tell I have fantastic lighting.
You're doing great.
Doing the best I can, folks. It doesn't really have like the best quality photo, but it's not bad. It does the job. I mean, I probably could have gotten away with a $50 one in all honesty.
Well, really, your quality of video right now is much better than mine.
Sure.
And I'm just using stock
Right.
things. So I'm just trying to improve, to upgrade a little bit, trying to make myself seem a little bit more professional, and think of like I could take a GoPro and mount it on my bike and do some sweet tricks, some hops, a ramp,
Please
things
don't,
of that nature.
Please don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I recently bought some vlogging equipment.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I had bought a in intention to use my phone for this equipment. I bought a nice stabilizer.
Okay.
I bought an external microphone, things of that nature, and I want to do something different. I want to add content to this channel. Something we've talked about for almost a decade, it seems like.
I tried for a little while to start doing that.
And?
I tried. I just told you.
Well, I mean, you were doing like some of the game streams.
I was doing gaming stuff because that's that's why I bought all this shit.
So let me ask you.
What?
You stopped doing that.
Right.
Do you still play games?
Not as often as I used to. Because of reasons.
Addiction?
No. Again, yes, we're locked down. I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff.
Nobody has any time.
Right.
Nobody has any time. But I thought that, you know what? If I start to film my week and then say I post a vlog video on like a Saturday to this channel of like Axe's weekly recap.
Right.
And I meant to actually film some stuff while we're talking and I didn't do it. So like we're off to a great start. I feel like, you know, it'll let me practice the vlogging.
Yes.
And it will help add content to the channel.
So here's the other thing too, is I feel like we have wonderful ideas. Like the best ideas that would really work if we actually like had the time to sit down and like continually do them, like because it like the last time you were gone for that extended period, like I had filmed I think 2 videos and I was just like, oof, these did not work out. But like, you know, I've got all these collectibles and I got all the like the stuff that like we're now just finally starting to put out. But as time has gone on, I've also been like, I need more space. And I think I got to start getting rid of stuff again.
Oh, no.
So, like, oh, my God, dude. And then, like, well, like, some of it, well, it's also one of those things, too, where, like, I know I'm not going to complete the collection. So there's just no point to keep going. Right. So it's kind of like these fucking Ninja Turtle figures that NECA keeps putting out. They've got, like, a series for every instance of the Ninja Turtles ever. Like they have the movie figures, they've got video game figures, they've got the cartoon figures. I started buying the cartoon figures and then like I was like, gotta get the next wave. Couldn't get the next wave because like their fucking distribution sucks. And I was like, well, I'll just wait until the re-releases. And then like this week they announced like 84 fucking new figures for the cartoon line. And I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it because right there, that's going to end up being like $500 for like.
That's how I felt about comic books after a while.
Right.
Like trying to keep up with the runs and stuff like that because they would do the, you know, to finish the storyline, you got to go to fucking Birds of Prey number 18. It's like, motherfucker.
So it's just like,
I ain't doing it.
So it's been like shit like that. So like the whole collector's thing, I'm kind of like on the fence about. You know, so it's like, what do I do? Like, if I don't really have the time to do the video game stuff, I'm not really doing the collector stuff. It's like, what do I do after that?
Well, I mean, I've been telling you to film Austin for like months.
We're in a pandemic.
which actually I was going to bring up. 2020 is not the time to collect anything.
What do you mean?
There's been especially if you're a Disney fan. And we can get into some Disney stuff after this.
We can wrap up with some Disney.
because what has happened is that because of the shutdown, because of stores being closed, malls being closed, Disney stores being closed, they were in the middle of a release of these attraction-based memorabilia items.
Okay.
And because you could no longer go to the stores, everybody had to go online to complete their collection. The Disney website is dog shit. It's horrible.
It's hard to believe that would be the case.
It certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting in a queue to maybe be able to purchase the merchandise, but they limit it to only 10 items per person.
Yeah.
So somebody is buying 10 of the limited edition fucking item just to resell it, so they're gone in seconds. And then, like May the 4th be with you. They release some mugs, and then you buy some mugs, and then you wait 4 months to get your mugs, and then they eventually come. But then, you're questioning, where the fuck are these mugs? Nobody knows. So, collections are tough, especially if there's not a dedicated store for you to go to purchase that collection.
Well, and that's the thing with NECA. So they just did a release for the movie series where it was a 2-pack, and the way they have their distribution for these figures is fucking weird. They're only allowed to do they can't release them through their website unless it's for international customers, and then for the movie figures, those are exclusive to Walmart. If it's the cartoon figures, those are exclusive to Target. If it's the video game figures, those are exclusive to random mom and pop comic book shops and toy shops on the internet. So with the one that just came out for the movies that was exclusive to Walmart, they were it's going to go live on Walmart.com, at this time. That time rolled around, everybody was like, hey, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, we're going to look into it. Never went live. There was the placeholder link, but you couldn't add to cart. So then it was there was an influx of people either clicking through to the page or something, so they flagged it and yada yada yada. So it's gonna go back. They still have stock. It's gonna go back up in a couple of minutes. Couple of minutes, 30 minutes, 3 hours. They just go silent. The product was sold out in under a minute because the fucking bots just annihilated it. Never, nobody saw this really go live.
Did no one learn from the Pepsi Perfect? Did no one learn?
We talked about this shit years ago.
5 years ago. We've been doing the show for 5 years. This is
5 years.
insane.
This is so what have you done in 5 years?
Nothing. I made a boy.
You You sure did.
That's about all I can say.
Have there been any major updates to the Disney park? Because we still got that.
Yes. So
the brain wreck does Disney World 2020.
Does Disney World.
It's
hold up that graphic. Let the people know.
Shit, I lost it.
You lost the graphic.
I lost the graphic. I don't know where it is. I've got the video. I can play the video.
It's so long.
I know, but
don't do that.
Okay.
Anyway, Brainwreck does Disney. We are going to Disney World in October of this year.
Hopefully.
Turning out to probably be a ballsy move, considering how Florida's doing, because they ain't doing well. But we'll see.
We shall.
It's months away, so
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I think I've got some conversations I've got to have with some people. If
yeah.
Anyway,
so Disney reopened Epcot and Hollywood Studios recently, adding to the Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom that were already open. Things have seemed to be going well. over at those parks. Epcot is running their Food and Wine Festival from the launch date probably until the end of the year. Let's be honest, they're probably just like, we have so much food, we need to just sell this food.
Yeah.
So they're going to be running that for a while now. Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Land is open, although there's plenty of limitations. One you're not going to be happy with.
Yeah.
I don't know if you followed, but
wait, is there another one since?
Let's just say one of the main reasons you wanted to go probably ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Fuck.
Probably not gonna happen.
Okay.
But there are plenty of things that are happening, and one of the things that is happening is that there was an update to the Rise of Resistance, the brand new Star Wars ride at Galaxy's Edge, to their queuing system. Because previous to the pandemic, what you would have to do is you would have to wake up the ass crack of dawn, get to the park, and try to get a spot in the virtual queue. You could only get a spot in the queue if you were physically in the park to do it, and the queues filled up almost immediately. So that's how it was. How it is now, however, is that because there's limited capacity in the park to begin with, they're doing 3 different chances for you to get into the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. There's a 10 a.m., there's a noon, and there's a 1 p.m. So you have 3 different shots to be able to get a spot in the queue to be able to ride the ride. So your odds of getting it have increased dramatically. So that is a bonus. Part of the sort of the disappointing aspect of a lot of these rides come with this COVID opening is a lot of the things that they do for like a pre-show. Like there's like some rides have a pre-show film, a pre-show scene, things of that nature. They are not currently operating because you would have to stand in a room with people for an extended period of time to experience the pre-show. So a lot of them are just a walkthrough at this point, like at the Haunted Mansion. There is a pre-show that involves an elevator. You just walk through because, spoilers, it's not a real elevator. But the biggest bummer is that they have a brand new ride at Hollywood Studios, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, that has an extensive film pre-show that you just walk through, and it actually sets up the plot for the ride. So not awesome, especially with it being a brand new ride that literally opened a month before the pandemic hit. So most people have not ridden this ride, and you're missing a big aspect of the ride in the pre-show. So like that kind of blows. But currently, besides the fucking NBA players, ain't nobody getting COVID at Disney. So don't order a pizza and have the Uber guy deliver it to Disney.
Did that just happen?
Bubble. Yeah. So what ended up happening with the Uber, with the NBA guy was he ordered some food, and the delivery guy came into the NBA bubble, as it were, and some people tested positive for some COVID.
Okay.
So, don't do that. Just have them leave the food at the porch. Lysol it, that sort of thing. Enjoy. What have to. But anyway, things seem to be going pretty well at Disney.
We're going to keep a close eye on it.
Yeah. We're keeping a close eye on it. It's only been open for like 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah.
Still plenty can go wrong. And probably will.
There's still time because Florida's it's
2020.
Yeah.
It's 2020 and it's Florida.
So
it ain't going right. Tell you that much.
That's
If I was a betting man,
I'd bet.
Florida and COVID is like the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Come on now.
And they just got Tom Brady.
They did just get Tom Brady. What if Tom Brady
fucking
was the
Tom
source
Brady
of COVID-19.
Not only did
Fuck you,
Elon,
Wuhan.
not
Fuck
only,
you, Wuhan.
not only did Elon throw that guy in the trunk, but Tom Brady brought COVID to Florida.
You heard it here first, folks. And that's the theme of this year: is we're all learning something.
None of that's true. I was just making that up.
We're living in the Matrix. The simulation's broken. And if you don't wear a mask, you're not a patriot.
Brainwreck Show. Across all social media platforms.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you can witness
It's a good
all
ass
the
water.
greatness
All the
of
greatness.
this show. And if you are my grandchildren watching this show, reflecting back on the times, let me tell you something. You're welcome.
What he said.
Because you wouldn't exist without me. Just saying.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you're still working on that.
Are we done?
Not for this week! I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.